Hi, Wayne Evans from NoListNoIdea.com. Thanks for joining me here on this short video. Now, before you launch yourselves into the tutorial videos that are about to come in the first module, I just want to take 5 minutes of your time to advise you of 3 very important areas that you've got to master before you start your journey. These 3 areas are the foundation stones of being successful online or not. So for those people who have failed online to date, these 3 important areas will help guide you in making you a success. Okay, so without further ado, we'll start with these foundation stones. Foundation stone number 1 is goal setting. Okay, how important is goal setting? Well, you can't hit a target that you can't see. And how do you know if you've arrived at the right place if you haven't set yourself a goal of where you're going to? Okay, your goals determine of how successful or unsuccessful you will be in your life. And in fact, there's lots of research out there that shows that people who have goals are the people who are really successful and really wealthy in life. Okay, and that's comparing them to people with vague dreams or ideas in their minds. Why should you have goals? Well, I've already mentioned that it could give you financial independence. It can give you a wealthy lifestyle. It can give you prosperity and happiness. Okay, it can give you better energy. It can give you health. All the things that you should really be striving for in your daily life. I'm just going to outline now, the steps involved in generating, what goal setting is all about. And point number 1 is to determine exactly what you want in every arena of your life. Point number 2 is to develop clear values, vision and mission and purpose in every day of your life. Number 3 is set clear, specific goals that give you focus in absolutely everything you do. Point number 4, remove the obstacles that are holding you back. Okay, the people who interfere, people who say you can't do things, those are the people that you need to get rid of. Point number 5, attract the people and resources you need into your world. We'll talk about the law of attraction later. Number 6, gain the cooperation of others in goal attainment. Your loved ones, your team pals, your work colleagues, your best friend in the pub. Get their buy-in. Tell them what your goals are. Okay, it'll be out in the open. Next point, learn the key skills, necessary for higher achievement. And that means embracing personal development in every day that you exist. Next point, unlock the powers of your subconscious and superconscious mind. Now this is the law of attraction, and it's to actually pull out of your subconscious, the things that you really think and how to rewire your brain into making sure that you only think positive thoughts. Next point, set better priorities on key tasks and activities. 80-20 rule. You need to think about the things that will earn you money. You need to think about the things that give you success. You need to think about the things that give you freedom, and you need to think about the things that are holding you back and drawing out the negative emotion from your body. So you need to get rid of those. The next point, is overcome procrastination and get going. If you are one of those people that sits on the computer and looking at the latest sports scores or the headlines on the news, then that point is really directed towards you, because you really need to let go of the things that suck up your time, and you need to get a do it now attitude so that you can actually focus on the important tasks and do it immediately. Next point, develop unshakable levels of self-confidence and courage, and that is actually not being afraid to fail, not being afraid to seek feedback, not being afraid to change, and take action. Don't be afraid of failing. but on the other side of the coin, become bulletproof in your manner and be robust in your thoughts that you can't be defeated. And finally, which is a really important point, is become absolutely unstoppable in your drive towards your goal. Be like a juggernaut, if you like, to make sure that you do succeed. Okay, so that's goal setting in a nutshell. The next point I wanted to talk to you is about a plan. Now, within the resources of Module 1, I'll be putting in a Gantt chart. And that Gantt chart is what I use currently as my 3-month plan. I use that 3-month plan as a strategic tool to manage the direction that I'm taking my business in a 3-month period. Now, it is at the beginning of the planning period, it's more of a tool that identify the areas that I'm going to be working at and the goals that I want to succeed. Okay, and as you chunk down into the months, you begin to see the jobs that you need to do in a particular month. And as you chunk down further and drill down further into the weekly jobs, you can then begin to see how the jigsaw gets completed. Okay, so if you have a task planned for a 3-month period, it then gives you an action plan to work every day, okay, to make sure that you're online. You can then build into that some goals, okay, to make sure that you're on plan in terms of income and in terms of work that you've created, and that just gives you some direction. At the end of that 3 months, you do a review, and then you set another 3-month plan. That is something that is absolutely vital, okay, to your direction. And finally, if you chunk it down even further still, is you creating a daily journal. Now, here is my daily journal, and this is the week commencing the 25th of July. You can see, I hope you can see that. That is the whole work that I've done, and you can see it's a week by week basis on the page, okay? And that essentially, what I do there is that I list down all of the jobs that I do on a daily basis. That gives me the opportunity to review what I have done, okay, what I've completed. It allows me to review what's been successful. It allows me to review what's been unsuccessful. And going back to what I said about the goal setting session a few minutes ago, then that allows me to leave go of the areas that don't deliver good value or success. Okay. The other point in relation to a daily journal is that you can actually be organized. And what I tend to do is the night before, I tend to list the jobs that I need to do on the next day. Okay, so you don't forget what jobs you need to be doing tomorrow. It all fits in together. You set a goal, which is a long-term one, okay, or a medium-term and a short-term one, and that's conveyed to your 3-month plan, and then the activities are put in to this daily journal. And this is a vital tool for me to review what I've done over any given period, and I can continue with those successful tasks, or actually I can dispense with them. But this is really essential, because sometimes what I tend to do is that I can see that I'm really busy currently with something, but I will go forward perhaps a couple of weeks and schedule some work in there to be done, so that it's not forgotten. And as with everything, the tasks that go in here are the things that are really important. Okay, that's it. This has just been a quick introduction video to Module 1. This is the time that you should be thinking about just creating the right behaviors within yourselves, okay, which, you know, that delivers the good attitude, okay, and the foundations and stones. When these foundation stones are in place, then that should then give you a level platform to deliver good performance in internet marketing. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video, and I'll see you again very soon. Have a great day.